Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. We want the Facts Gaming Show. I'm Mike C.
And I'm Fred Y, and I have to apologize because he was trying to get the show straight, and I don't know what's going on with that app that I use to stream to multiple platforms, but I I got it straight. Before we begin the show, of course the title is "What's to Come." Okay, I want to give a big shout out to Edward Lilly. He always sends me like Christmas cards and stuff like that. And I had my little funk situation between the holidays and stuff like that. And that's one of the things that I honestly look forward to that cheers me up, just a little bit. So Edward Lilly, if you're watching, um, thank you, brother. And I think that the game show we're gonna do something for you. We'll come up with something. I know he likes Snoopy. I know he likes Snoopy,
Right.
Mike. So
Definitely does.
so we'll do something for him with that. But thank you guys. This is our first show for 2024, and we're going to talk about just simply gaming and what's to come with the gaming show. Some of our ideas, what do we expect, and we're just going to be talking about all around gaming type situation. So,
Yeah.
Mike, take it away.
All right, so I'm just going to begin with far as things I would like to see this year. So we got a couple good games coming up. You know what I'm saying? We got that coming out this week. Actually, we got Tekken 8. I played the demo. The demo is available. So for those people that love Tekken, man, go ahead and get in on that. It looks pretty good because right now it seems like Mortal Kombat 1 is like falling off a little bit. It really is. The hype has basically fizzled out of it. So looking for something fresh and something new. Also, too. Next month, I believe, you have Suicide Squad. I'm a little iffy on that.
Mm.
Yeah, so I don't know how good that's going to be or how not good it's going to be because it's kind of interesting, but then it's not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know which direction they're trying to go with this thing as
Mm.
far as the Suicide Squad. So on to that, the end of February. That's what I'm most excited for is Final Fantasy 8. No, Final Fantasy. I'm sorry, I'm getting my games confused. That's Tekken 8. All right,
Mm.
see, I really want to play Tekken, Fred. Final Fantasy Rebirth. Okay, is it Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth or Final Fantasy Rebirth? I think it's Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. So a continuation of this new remake that they did with Final Fantasy looks awesome, and Final Fantasy is like one of the best games as far as when PlayStation. I think that was PlayStation. Was it PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2 when it came out?
I think the last time I
I
was
think it's,
really into it was when it
I
was on
think it was 2.
PlayStation 2,
I think it
when
was
it came with the hard drive.
Yeah. So it was PlayStation 2. So that's when you had that big old book of discs or whatever. So that's I'm looking forward to seeing it. Cause they say actually it's going to be 2 discs up in this Final Fantasy Rebirth. So give you a little bit of nostalgia nod for that. But remember that Final Fantasy when it first came out was 3 discs. So it
Mm-hmm.
was a massive game, bro. So really looking forward to that. For those people that saw that direct, I know Fred said he didn't see it. It
Mm-hmm.
was only one game like really interesting up on that for me. So only one, well actually one in a possible, I guess you could call that, because we've been waiting for this other game. Uh, I'm gonna murder this name, so please forgive me. Since you something Hellblade 2 or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
that second part of Hellblade is supposed to be coming out. Sensu Saga, I think I'm saying it right. Hellblade 2. They first announced this when the Xbox Series X first came to the first came to as far as us knowing about it. So this game been in development for like how long these consoles been out? It's like 3 years now.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah,
It's
so
been a minute.
we've been talking about this stuff for a while. So hopefully it's good. The other game looked great, as far as with the graphics and everything like that. Um, yeah, and Indiana Jones. So I'm looking forward to Indiana Jones. 'Cause I love Indiana Jones. I liked all the movies. Honestly, I don't care what nobody said. I enjoyed it and the Good Adventure Time because Indiana Jones when I first came out, I think it was early '80s or something like that. I might be off a little bit, uh, but um, but great movies. Great. I like all the movies, man. Him with Sean Connery as well too. Last Crusade, the last one as well too. Far as a finish off, far as for him. So looking forward to this. He's not doing the voice of Indiana Jones. I think it's Troy Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Troy Baker, you know him from Last of Us and all that other stuff. He's doing the voice for Indiana Jones, but it's pretty much almost spot on. So looked like he really took his time with, it, and hopefully it's going to be a great game. And the last thing interested far as for this year is going to be well, hopefully coming out this year is going to be Switch 2. So we're going to see what that actually looks like. Price point. I'm thinking it's going to be probably about like during there $400
Mm.
as far as for it. The rumblings are saying it's still going to be in the same type of portable type of thing. So it's like a refresh for the Switch, not like that OLED stuff that came out that we thought was getting a Switch Pro or something like that.
Mm.
So it should be a better graphical type of game and everything, be able to do a little more. And of course, they're going to bring out a Mario with it. So we
Oh
might be
yeah, of
seeing a
course.
brand new Mario because he's always he got to usher in the new system. That's hand in hand. So it got to be a new Mario game for that. And hopefully we'll get Ghost of Tsushima too. I don't know if you played that game, Fred. It was an awesome game.
Briefly.
I loved it, man. I loved it. It was a beautiful game, man. It was like picturesque. I really couldn't see graphics getting better as far as
Mhm.
on this game and on this system and everything, but it looked beautiful back there. So I can't just imagine what it's going to look like now. But looking forward to some good gaming coming up this year, man. Hopefully we'll enjoy it.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Fred.
Now, for me, 2023 was very lackluster, right? For the
Mm,
exception of a couple of games like Spider-Man, which
mm.
which they still haven't came out with any DLC to
No DLC.
further to continue playing that game. And
Mm,
then Mario, the new Mario game, and I can't think of it. It was so dull that I can't think of any other game that came. Oh, Mortal Kombat that I was excited about. And like Mike said, Mortal Kombat kind of fell off a little bit because I was excited when I first got it, but again,
mm.
the game that I go back to on my PlayStation is always Moon Patrol. That is the game that I when you if you have me as your friend on PlayStation and I'm on 9 times out of 10, I am on Moon Patrol because I'm not gonna play no horror games because if ain't nobody in the house, I'm not playing it. It's just point blank. Somebody needs to be in this house while I play.
Right,
And to be honest with you, because if the monster comes out, I'm gonna sacrifice you and I'm gonna get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? He can have the dogs, the PlayStation, he can have all that. I'm gonna run my little black ass up out of here. So that's why I need somebody in the house to for these horror games. And
right.
just seriously, y'all, man, for me, it's just been a boring year of gaming in 2023. And I don't know if everybody feels that sentiment, right? Because we didn't have a lot of bangers that come out that
Right.
came out that kept you interested. Name me
Mm.
something that you played last year that you are currently playing now. I mean, something
Not
like
too much.
yeah, you can't
Honestly,
name
it's
one.
really
A lot of people can't name one.
like you're still playing right now. Honestly, not. Yeah, bro.
Not
Hey,
replaying.
hey, look, Moon Patrol.
Oh yeah. not, not replaying, but playing again. Again,
Right.
Spider-Man Miles Morales. That was not a difficult game to play. Depending on how the way you played it, you can
Mm.
defeat that game. And then when you go back and play
Talking about
it,
Spider-Man 2, right?
yeah, yeah, Spider-Man 2. I'm sorry. See that's how much lackluster it was. Um,
Yeah.
when you go back and play that game, if you defeated the main mission, then when you go back and play it, a lot of that stuff doesn't make sense because you have already like the Synanoids or whatever the hell they called. You already beat that, and now you're fighting them again. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, they need to come up with a new mode or something. They got to come up with something for it. But playing the game right on through was fun as heck. But
it
yeah, once you beat it, it's like okay.
it was nothing, and
Mm.
you know the gaming show we I was able to get the PlayStation Portable that device. Ask me when the last time I played that because that unless they come out with an updated firmware, it is a useless system. So I
Mm.
paid $200 for a
Mm.
system that I've only played like maybe twice, 3 times, less times than one hand can count. Right? and that's if I lose a finger. So um, I don't just the upcoming year, right? I just besides the banger games that I wish that would come out. Some I would list like maybe another um, Splinter Cell, or come back to the Guitar Heroes and the what was the other one? The Guitar Hero and the Rock Bands.
Man, yeah.
Um, Come back with some more interactive type stuff like that, because that Rock Band, man, if you still have that collection and all your instruments, man, that was a pretty groovy game, man, and that's still playable to the to the day. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Right.
Other than that, man, I'm not so much more on the software that's coming out. My thing is, I need to implement the hardware. Okay, to
Mm-hmm.
me, and I own both consoles, so I have the right to say it. Mike and I own both consoles. We both own
Mm-hmm.
the PS5, and we
Yeah.
both own the Xbox Series X. And I haven't even asked Mike this, but I'm quite sure that he will agree with me on some of what I say. Right? When these next generation systems came out, to me they failed.
Uh-huh.
And they failed because of the file size of the games that's coming out. You're spending way too much money on external storage devices.
You really are. Yep.
There's no need there's no reason why you have to keep buying a 2 gig stick every other month. Now if you are a serious gamer, a real
Mm-hmm.
hardcore gamer, you're spending somewhere over, I guess, maybe close to $10,000 just on storage media, and maybe double that if you're doing that for the Xbox Series X or S or PlayStation 5 or the digital, right?
Right. Definitely
So
the digital.
for me, with that USB C type port on that controller, right? I would hope that PlayStation, number one, would utilize being able to play PlayStation 5 games that are connected to one of those USB C drives. Also, being able to have multiple drives hooked up to it, just like the Xbox does. Now, the Xbox, you are limited to, I think, either 5 or 4 different external devices, but depending on what device you have, you can only play Xbox 360 and the older versions, adaptations of the games. You can't play the high definition version of the games, which I think is silly. These expansion cards, just much like the thing that I've showed y'all last year, where there's a device that you can get on Amazon to turn your internal SSD drive from your PlayStation 5, make it external so it's easy to swap out your SSDs. Even with
Right.
that, like I said, you're spending a lot more money on these games that require so much space. And especially like with uh was it the remastered of was the Last of Us 2, right?
Yep.
Um I can say me and Mike both agree that it's a long ass game. This game is long, right?
Extremely.
And
Extremely. And it's a tiring game too. It's like, yeah.
and to revisit it on PlayStation 5, I think I'll be willing to just to play the lost levels, but I don't think Mike would. I'm gonna try to get you the game, Mike, and see if just to check out the lost levels to see
Well,
where it's at.
yeah. What's that? The Rogue? Because they got a newer thing, a Rogue, the Rogue missions or whatever, where
Yeah.
you can pick your character to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's set up like a horde type of mode,
Yeah.
as far as that. So you can do that. That might be interesting, but as far as running through the whole game like that, just to see a couple new sprites and smoother
Mm-hmm.
edges and stuff like that, and nah, I don't have the drive to play that. It maybe if a new Last of Us was come out, I'll play
Yeah.
through that, but as far as to go through two, I mean, like it was it was an emotionally exhausting game. When you got done with that game, I remember when I called you up and I said, "Yeah, I'm at this part." Well, you got a lot more to go. I was like, "Come on, man."
Right.
Yeah, you making the farmhouse? I said, "Yeah." Well, you got like 5 more hours to go or something like
Right.
that. It was just like I didn't see the end in sight. And when I finally got there, I was like, "God darn it, man! I am exhausted playing this
Mm-hmm.
game, bro."
It
Yeah,
is.
it was.
It is
It was.
over hours in that game. A
It's a
tremendous
lot.
of hours.
You definitely get your money's worth,
Mm-hmm.
but God darn it, bro! It's long as a mug, man.
Oh, I stand corrected because I talked to my brother last night, and he said
Mm.
that he's still. I think he said he was interested or he was still playing Starfield. I don't know if I don't know which was what, but
I played at it, and it's like it's that was a lot of hype for that game, and that didn't deliver.
yeah, and I may have played it like maybe 5 minutes. But if something doesn't capture my attention right away, I tend to just go ahead and drift off. And I'll do it just to do a review on it. But other than that, it just piles up as just like
That's collecting posters,
coasters
yeah.
in a house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if you just imagine if all these physical media games that I have were digital games, do you know how many hard drives I'm paying
Uh,
more now? I'm paying double for what I pay if I just got the physical media and just deleted it and then put it back on. But
mm-hmm.
as we all know, the hard story with Mike and PT, you don't want to keep doing that. You don't want to keep taking games off your console and then reinstalling them because you might fall into that trap where you can't download PT anymore.
And also, too, just to let everybody know what they're trying to do. It's coming. You see it already. They trying to basically you don't own your physical media, so all this stuff is heading toward a digital type of thing. So this time, because we already know, as far as when we get these discs, all these discs are placeholders. For it to go grab the rest of the files and download the disc. Because you knew that playing Mortal Kombat, you had to download all those characters. As soon as you put it in, it had like 3 characters or something like that. Then you
Mm-hmm.
had to download the rest of them. So all these are just like placeholders. So
What's
they're
up, Ty?
trying to go to an all digital type of system and everything. So just so you guys are aware, that's the direction everything is going. Me personally, I like to still have my physical media because I still got old VCR tapes and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because once all this stuff, if you have no access to the internet or anything like that, bro, you can't watch nothing. You can't Zoom. You can't Netflix anything. You can't. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Do any type of streaming type of thing. But guess what? If you got your disc and DVDs and stuff like that, you still can slide them on in there and watch your media that way. But it is coming, so just be aware. And it's just going to be a digital. I know, as far as like space and stuff like that, but sometimes it's good to have that physical type of item, man, so you can actually revisit it.
And let me tell y'all this: if y'all don't, if you think that, what's up, Ty? And he commented on the digital thing, right?
Right.
So this is the thing: digital will never work. It will never work. It's too expensive to maintain. A lot of people, I don't think will go for it as far as you're buying this stuff. Now, if you pay $70 for a piece of media and you don't own it, then that's a ripoff. And if you think that digital will last forever, let's rewind it back to 2000. I forgot what it was when PlayStation Home Beta came out on
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 3. One of the most fantastic games that was on PlayStation 3. It wasn't a graphical heavy banger, but what it lacked in graphics, it maximized in just fun and social. This was Facebook before Facebook. This was Twitter before Twitter. And I'm telling you, there are people that actually met and got married and got into relationships and got on child support behind this PlayStation home because it was a social media hub where you had thousands of people on there, right? And then you had homes, You had different activities. People went out on dates with this thing. People went out on dates, virtual dates on this thing. This thing was so ahead of its time. You were able to buy clothes, you were able to buy all this other stuff, to furniture for your apartment. People spent thousands of dollars on this this beta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward a couple of years later, you are not able to access any of that content that you purchased. You owned it straight out. You may not have owned the home per se, but you owned all that digital media you bought, the skins, the clothes, the hats, the shoes, all that other stuff. It is a waste of money. Now it's gone, right? You you can't play it no more. You can't retrieve none of your stuff no more. So it was a waste of money. That that was on a server that's no longer in service.
Right.
Let me compare that to a Dreamcast game, right? Let me compare that to Soul Calibur, right? You can go back and play Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast and don't have to worry about not being able to play that thing anymore, or not being able to unlock all the stuff that you had locked if you had your VMU hooked up to it, right? If you have to
Right.
do it all over again, you can. But that is physical media. Hold on. That will never go away. Other than digital, digital is not going to work. Look at GameSpy. Look at there was other games when people had DSL and modems
Mm-hmm.
downloading games off of GameSpy. What happened to that? All those games that you brought off GameSpy, guess what? You can't download them anymore, and you paid your money for. So what happens when this digital age goes away? You invested money inside a PlayStation 5 game, and then when they bring out the PlayStation 6 or the 7, that one particular game that you loved, that one particular game that you loved is no more, is non-accessible because that server is no longer here. See, with the
Mm-hmm.
game, with the physical media, you can go ahead to GameStop and get ripped off. You can bring your PlayStation in there, PlayStation 5 in there, and they'll give you $5 for it, but at least you got something back. At least you got something back. With digital, you can't do anything.
Right.
You can't do anything. Why is everybody so hyped up on digital? It's ridiculous. What's up, Rasta man? I'm all digital, and I wish I knew this before. Shaking my head. Yes, Rasta man. Digital is a ripoff. You are paying more for your games than what you're paying right now. You may think that you pay that $49. First, why are you taxing something that's digital? Why are you
Yep.
taxing that game?
Yep.
You
Yep.
you're taxing the
That's the
game.
craziest thing. Yeah, taxing digital stuff. Yeah.
Why? Why would you tax a digital game? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now you got your game on your PlayStation 5, right? Guess what? If something happens to that PlayStation 5, you can probably buy another one and recover all the stuff that you downloaded. But like I said, what about 5 years down the road, or the media that you have is stored on conks out?
Mm-hmm.
If
Yep.
you have a mechanical hard drive and you put all of your games on that mechanical hard drive, and believe me, that mechanical hard drive that you have will die out one day because things are
Well,
not made the way that they were back in the day.
you
It
got that right, bro. You
it
got
will
that
die
right.
out one day. So now you're
Yep.
left with nothing. Nothing.
Oh yeah, and also too, just far as a lot of people don't see, far as they're limited a lot of stuff as well too, far as with your Xbox and stuff like that. So they're really cracking down on any type of like cussing and stuff like that. So if they hear you far as whatever, they can lock out your account. So you can't play that game or that system. Everything you brought is just basically done. It's just basically a freaking rock that you got. They'll lock it out. You can't play nothing up on that particular system. Sometimes you can switch IDs, but still they're trying to find out a way how to just lock you out completely. So yeah, it's like basically they're bricking your system.
Right.
So be careful with when they give you all this stuff at the beginning of the games, you accept the right to such and such and all that stuff. I know it takes some time. Read what you're getting into. That's like with any contract. Read what you're getting into so you can see exactly what they're going to hold against you. You know what I'm saying? I remember just regular. Hey, back in the Nintendo days, did you have to read a long script
No.
before you played the game?
Mm-mm.
You just play the game, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
you got to read the script. You're getting into a contract. Y'all just don't know what you're getting into, man. They have the right to refuse service, to take the game that you paid for, okay, and limited access for you on to do that if you do such and such with their product without their permissions or written say so. And remember, all that information that they get up on you, that's theirs until you say, hey, delete my information.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They have all that stuff for you. But just be aware what you're doing. I know these games and everything are fun and everything like that. 'Cause, I love them, Fred love them. Basically, everybody that comes on the show loves them. But be careful what you're getting into when you go to get these games and sign these. Yeah, just clicking real fast so you get to the game because that's what they want you to do. Click real fast. So, yeah. So
And,
just be careful. That's it.
and Ty made a good he made a good comment. Digital works only if you accept the media you lease
Yeah.
that you're
Yeah.
leasing.
You're leasing. You are
it's
leasing it.
it's not your, how do you pronounce this? Ela EULA
LA.
tells us
EULA.
all
I
what
think
to
the
accept.
exact what you call it far as for that
Yeah.
the abbreviation what that actually means the EULA. So basically, I think it's the entertainment something union. I'm probably leasing agreement or whatever. So yeah, it's a type of contractual type of agreement that you sign and saying yeah, I'm just leasing it,
Mm-hmm.
just to play it, but it's still mine, but we'll keep it at your house and
Mm-hmm.
your system. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And when you're done with it or whatever, yeah, it's still mine though. But I'll let you play it every once in a while.
And
But
and
yeah,
and
I'm gonna take that.
speaking of that, this is a hot topic, man. They chiming in on this.
Right
Ty said it's end user license agreement. That's what it
there, you
stands
go.
for. So when you buy your PlayStation or you buy your Xbox, and somehow it gets bricked, right? It get banned, right? And
Mm,
it may not be of your doing. It may be
exactly,
like you
exactly.
let your man's play your Xbox or something, or it could be your old lady that's so spiteful, like what she say. What D-Rex said. He was like, she blocked everything. She blocked this man blessings. So if you get a chick that is so outraged and so ticked off at you, she's a gamer and she knows how to ban your stuff, and you went all digital on everything, you're getting none of that back. You're
At all.
getting none of that back.
You can try to fight it, but 9 times out of 10 you're gonna lose, bro.
No, you, you,
Seriously,
you can't.
seriously. Once that's brick, it is hard as heck to see about getting it unbricked, bro. I mean, like, dude, it's like an act of God trying to get it unbricked.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, like, seriously, bro.
mm-hmm. And
So,
the thing that I don't like, where we talking about this all digital thing. The thing
mm,
that I don't like, especially with the new PlayStation that came out, and people,
mm,
we're not calling. It's not the PlayStation Slim. Let's get this right.
it's not.
It's not
It's
the
not.
PlayStation Slim. It's just the
Not.
new PlayStation 5. That's all. It's the PlayStation 5. It's just
It
the
is.
redesign of the PlayStation 5. Now,
Basically, the whole purpose of the redesign is just basically to cut down on parts.
right.
That's it.
And I'm gonna tell you how much knowledge your people at GameStop know, especially the two that I went to. When they announced this, nobody knew what I was talking about. And I honestly think I went into two white GameStops, right? And I think that they thought that I was trying to BS them or I was trying to steal something because it's like, this fool making up stuff. He's saying there's a new PlayStation come out. We don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? We gang people. He ain't going to gank us. And they knew nothing about it. I was like, there's a new PlayStation coming out. Do y'all know anything? These cats didn't know anything that I'm talking about, right? But to jump on that one, That new PlayStation that came out, that is ridiculous. As far as they're making you pay more for a digital version, and then you can upgrade it to the cheaper version if you pay more for it. To,
And
to,
also
to,
too, you got to pay for that other stand as well too.
yeah,
You got to pay
it's
for your
totally
vertical
ridiculous.
stand, which is crazy.
If y'all got that 3D printed, I
Yeah.
go to Thingiverse. If you got a 3D printer, go to Thingiverse and get the stand. I get look. If it's on Thingiverse, the Gamer Show will make it for you for $5. How about that? $5 for the stand because it's on Thingiverse. I guarantee you it's on there. But that is totally stupid. Why would you charge for that little plate? Well, we know PlayStation was famous for that because they did that with the PlayStation 2. Remember when the vertical stand that they came out with? They
Mm,
they made people pay for that. But this is
right.
something that essentially come with the PlayStation. We're already getting robbed of one controller. Now, back in the
Yeah.
back in the
Back
Genesis
in the
and
Nintendo,
Nintendo, they
Nintendo,
gave you two. They gave you
two
two
of them.
controllers. I'm like,
Yep. They
nah,
had two slots, two controllers, but now how they get away with it? They only give you like the one little port for the charge thing, and then they just give you one controller and everything. But yeah, it's all about cutting costs, man.
they really think we don't have any friends. Like we don't have no friends. Like, yeah, Mike won't come over. Mike Cass came over to my house and played Mortal Kombat before. I
Yeah,
have
bro.
I have friends, bro. Give me an extra controller. Put an extra controller with it. I mean, just the way that they're launching these consoles, I wish they would just go back and take a page of what it was like when gaming was fun. Gaming is so damn complicated now to the point where it gets frustrating. Like you got to learn all these damn combinations of buttons. You got to do this. You got to buy this in order for you to play that. I mean, it's just too much. It's not like it was back in the day when most people that watch this show, uh, back in the day when we were kids, how fun it was when you had to blow inside. The only thing that you had to worry about is blowing inside the Nintendo and possibly having another Nintendo game to keep that first Nintendo game stuck down in that little slot in order to play it.
Right, that's right. That's right. Or a pencil or whatever
That
you can find.
that was our only gripes. Now it's you
That's it.
you go home and you get off of work, you come home. Oh baby, I'm about to play Madden. Put the Madden in. Uh, it should it should definitely say you ain't gonna be able to play this shit until tomorrow. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
All these updates.
And look,
I just want to
look,
throw
Ross.
the ball, man.
Yeah, I understand. Ross man just said I miss Game Shark. But the funny thing about it, they are coming out with a Game Shark far as for these systems or whatever. Details be coming soon. But I've heard some rumblings about their Game Shark they're trying to come out with,
Oh,
far as for the all those codes and stuff like that. That was really helpful back in the day. And it looked kind of crazy because sometimes you had the disc. It was like a double decker type of disc. You would
mm.
basically attach it to the other disc that you have and everything like that. So, but there are rumblings about Game Shark coming back. To help for these hard freaking games, man. Because some of these games, bro, I admit, like Dark Soul games, that is not my cup of tea, man. I'll tell you right now, that is not my cup of tea. I'm a hardcore gamer, and like most of us, but Dark Souls games, I can't take all that punishment, bro, because that's ridiculous.
And
But
then
people like it.
we also, if we're doing a Game Shark, we got to worry about the developer or Sony or whoever this Game Shark is going to saying that you're altering the game or you're using cheat codes or something like that, and you can possibly get banned with that.
Yeah, so that's a little caveat far as for that. I think it's just for not more like your sports games or anything like that. I think it's for your regular adventure type of games or something like that. It's not going to be geared towards your fighting games or something like that. So it's going to be like the adventure based type of stuff.
Yeah, it's like, man, just game unless something happens, man, to change the format of how this industry is going, I don't think that it's going to survive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for
Right.
me, if you're listening, Sega, this will be a perfect opportunity for you to come out with that Dreamcast 2 to blow
Mm-hmm.
everybody underwater. Because, I hate to keep hawking on this, but the Dreamcast, in my opinion, in some games can still hold up to some of PlayStation 3 games, right? This
Yeah.
this
Uh-huh.
system was ahead of its time, so much ahead of its time that Xbox actually stole all its ideas from there, and then we came out
Yeah.
with that Xbox
Yeah.
head
Yeah.
of its
Most.
time. Um,
Yeah.
it's just bring me my physical media. I don't want to. Some things I'm all right with all digital because that's the only way that you can get it. Like Alan Wake, they're not going to make a disc form of that, so I had to
Same
get
thing with
that.
this new the sensual Hellblade 2. This is gonna be all digital as well too. So you're not gonna have a physical copy of this. So like I said, you see it up in the proof is in the pudding, man. You see how they doing it though. A lot of these games gonna be just digital only. So
And
yeah.
and actually, okay, my birthday was January the 19th. For anybody that
Mhm.
wanted to know, right? That
Right.
January the 19th, and
Mhm.
um, that's when The Last of Us 2 came out, right?
Right.
So I got a gift card for my birthday, a $50 Xbox gift card, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go on here and find something. I looked all over.
Didn't
I
find
looked all
nothing.
over the Xbox store. I couldn't find one game that I wanted
Interesting.
so bad that I wanted to spend that $50 on. So hey, if somebody got a PlayStation card you want to exchange,
Trade.
yeah, I'll trade you my $50 Xbox gift card for a PlayStation
Mm.
card, man. Call me. But there was nothing on there on the Xbox side that was like that wowed me to get a game. There's nothing on there because me, like I love the Xbox, right? But the Xbox is not too consistent because it doesn't, for me it doesn't separate itself from the Series X or the previous generation because you can play every game on there. It's just a matter of the settings that you have. Now, if you have an Xbox Scorpion Edition or that fancy one, right? The games look really good on there, and then sometimes you can't even really tell the difference between if you're playing on the Xbox versus playing on the Xbox Series X. And this is true. You can't tell the difference other than like if you have a fancier TV, if you have a 4K or 8K TV that meets all the specs that you need to play those games. For instance, the last WWE game that came out, I honestly didn't see a difference between the Xbox Series X version versus the Xbox X version. I didn't see a game. Both of those look good. Red Dead Redemption. I didn't see a
Oh,
difference on that.
beautiful game,
I didn't
bro.
see a
That was
difference on
a
that.
fun game.
So
Now that was a game that had duration with it, but go ahead.
yeah, I can't see a difference on that, right? I, and I'm just saying that I see why Xbox is kind of losing in this race this year because they don't really uh, they don't to me it's just they don't differ, they don't separate themselves from their last console to their first generation console. You know what I'm saying? It's like checkerboarded hardware. If people know what I'm talking about with that, with the PlayStation, at least you see the difference in the graphics, right? Even if you don't have a TV that supports it, play Ratchet and Clank, and you'll see what I'm talking about,
Bruh,
right?
bruh, awesome. Hey, Tyrone also said, my Xbox is collecting dust. I play more PlayStation 5 and Switch games. I just want my 8-bit more than the advanced graphics, which takes up more HD. That's what we've been talking about as far as that more space, because these games are like massive, bro. 150 gigs up to crazy freaking. I don't even know what Modern Warfare is now, which is I think a big old waste of space on a lot of that stuff.
Two
But that's like
hundred and some
200,
odd.
200 gigs. That's taking up half your freaking junk, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like it's ridiculous that some of these file sizes for these games, but that's to tell you. I granted they try to put all this stuff up in the games, graphics and all that other stuff like that. But this doesn't beat. I love my console games, but whatever. But this doesn't beat what a computer and stuff can do for you. As far as the game quality and everything you can get in that, because you can cycle up. You have more control on what you can cycle up and down. So, but I see his point, man. The Xbox is really not good thing. Xbox grabbed all these studios, so they got a power play in their hand. Hopefully, they'll give us something that's like, oh man, about time. You know what I'm saying? But until that come to fruition, bro, we still in the waiting game far for that. But they got a lot of studios, bro. So they basically cornered the market on these developers is just getting out the quality, man. So you say, hey, what I get this big old square paperweight for? You know what I'm saying?
You,
But I do like their thing with Game Pass. You get a ton of games far as for you know what I'm saying. You play these games and you don't have them all over the place, which is a good and bad far as for this stuff. But that's how they're winning with this Game Pass. Game Pass, if PlayStation has something like the game, I mean, like you see PlayStation Plus is not Game Pass. But if PlayStation has something like Game Pass, bro, Game Pass, Xbox would be done, man. They'd be
I,
done.
I,
It would be
I,
done.
I think that the Xbox is winning in the category where you get an Xbox Series X for Christmas, or
Mhm.
your grandparents fucked up and got you an Xbox X for Christmas, right? And because they don't know, you know what I'm saying. You go inside, you if
You
you're
definitely don't.
and you can say, Grandma, did you get it from Walmart? And it was like, yeah. It was like, yeah, them dumbass people don't know shit between the Betamax and the Atari 2600. But if you Xbox is winning in my opinion as far as games. You buy the console, you log in, you get your Game Pass, and now you have hundreds of games that you can play, right? Some of them are bangers, some of them are just old, some of them are some current, the day release, stuff like that. So I can see the value in that. And then if you have a PC, you're able to port that on that side as long as the game is
Awesome.
playable on
Available.
PC. But
Yep.
as far as bangers,
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 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 is like that Muhammad Ali poster where he got Joe Frazier on the ground and he's standing over top of him, and like
Xbox.
Xbox is laying on that mat. PlayStation is that PlayStation. I mean, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. These have the bangers. Ratchet and Clank, Days
Mm-hmm.
Gone, Spider Man, The Last of Us, God of War. Should I keep
Yes.
going on?
Yes.
Should I keep
Yes.
going on? PlayStation has the bangers. These
Mm-hmm.
Insomniac Studios, they are banging out this stuff, right? They excellent games. The only way that Xbox is going to compete with PlayStation is when Grand Theft Auto 6 finally comes out, and if something is exclusive on the Xbox side that's not on the PlayStation side. I mean, both systems, don't get me wrong, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X are wonderful systems. I'm not knocking that out, right? I'm just
Right.
saying that there's no reason for you to even go out here and buy Xbox Series X right now. If you now that these scalpers are crying because now you can walk inside Kmart right now and buy a PlayStation 5, right? They're so accessible. They're so accessible.
Oh yeah.
You can go to Sunoco and get 10 on
Stupid.
6 and a
The
PlayStation 5.
PlayStation 5.
Yeah, give me 5 on 6. Give me a pack of Newports. Yeah, give me that PlayStation right there. They're they're everywhere, right? So PlayStation is accessible. It's just both of these systems flaws are the same as far as with their storage,
Yeah.
the storage capacity and the physical media that you need to buy. And people aren't looking at it like, okay, I paid $70 for this game, I paid seventy
70.
dollars for this game, and now damn I'm paying $120 for this stick, right? that I gotta keep constantly moving. And now I got a catalog. Okay, where the hell? You know, you didn't write on the stick like, damn.
What's on
What's
this thing
yeah,
and what's
what's
on
up?
that? Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
when when you do the thing with, like I told you on Amazon, they got the thing where you can make your internal SSD drive X. Hold on, let me show y'all real quick. Now I don't I'm not advertising this for PlayStation. I didn't get paid or nothing like that. But it's simply this device goes inside of your PlayStation and it hangs on the side. And then, as you can see right there, I got my PlayStation hard drive right there. But even with this, it's expensive, and you can't. They're not hot swappable. So when this, you gotta wait like 10 minutes for this to cool off before you can even take this thing back out. And
Mhm.
you don't want to put anything on here uh, that's going to melt on that PlayStation heat sink. So it's kind of
Mhm.
hard to categorize what's on. I don't know what's on this thing. So if I want to play Gran Turismo, or if I
Uh,
want to play something that I've downloaded, I gotta go through 50 goddamn. I gotta go through 50 goddamn M.2 drives in order to find the one that I want to play. By that damn time,
hard drive.
I gotta go to bed because I gotta get up and work in the morning, man. I'm like, damn, it took me 3 hours just to find Moon Patrol on this damn stick. And now it's 12 o'clock. I gotta my car has to be started by 8 o'clock because the people at my job, why your car ain't started? Oh, God damn it! Now I gotta walk the dogs. Then I gotta start the car. Then I gotta get to work. So if I'm searching for a couple of hours, it's just frustrating. It's why not just make it where something they can utilize this USB C port that's on this damn thing to make it be able uh to 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 get more storage out of it, right? So y'all can't see it, but I got this Nest Bay, right? And it takes 4 different hard drives, right? It's on top of my Amazon Echo, but it's a USB C type, right? If I plug this inside of my Xbox, it's going to see 4 different hard drives, and I can put 20 terabytes, 40 terabytes, whatever that is. And it's a USB C connection. I can put a USB 3.0 connection to put that in the back of my Xbox, and it will see all 4 different hard drives. How come PlayStation can't make something like that? Where that USB C drive, if y'all don't know about USB C, it's the best thing since sliced bread. That thing is in and out. It can do so much stuff. It can power monitors. It could receive power, send out power. Just the transfer rates are so fast on there, right? So you can do so much stuff out of that USB C type port that now I'm thinking about it. Well, information needs to travel to the hard drive and then travel back. So initially you would need 2 USB-C ports, right, to have a better connection. So I guess why they do that in M.dot drive, right? Because I'm thinking as a video editor now, it needs to leave the hard drive to go to the graphics card and then back from the graphics card to the computer, or if you get an external eGPU. I'm talking nerdy shit right now, but in that I say that they still should be able to utilize that game, that port. They should have they should have figured out something else that this storage media can go on for people to play the games, because I think it's just totally asinine and ridiculous that we have to pay so much money to get these things that can be easily lost or burned out or just stolen. Somebody come in your house and just takes it. You understand what I'm saying? It's just asinine to think that you're paying, that people are not really focusing and realizing that that $80 game that you paying for is now almost a $200 game, depending on when you buy that M.2 storage, because you don't want to keep taking games off and then putting games back on there. You know, especially like bangers. If you're doing all digital and you got them bangers on there, you don't want to have a chance of losing them. So have to,
Right.
you have to get those storage devices, man. It's just crazy, man. But I say all that with the cat string. I'm sorry to say that 2023 has, for me, not been a very lucrative gaming session season for me. I have been bored, actually. I mean, damn, I got an Xbox Series X. I got a PlayStation 5. I have a computer that that can that I built, you know what I'm saying, a gaming PC.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, you mash all that together and your man is still playing Moon Patrol. What the problem is? There's a problem here. There's a problem here. And I got the Mortal Kombats. I got Starfield. I got all the heavy. You name the game, I more than likely 9 times out of 10 may have it. Just check my profile. You know, I have games that we haven't even reviewed yet. I like the Nerf game. There's a Nerf game that we were supposed to review last year, and I didn't review it. I got so many damn games sitting up here, but it's been lackluster for last year game season. Other than the Spider-Man and the Mortal Kombat,
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of any other game that
Did you play the Resident Evil 4 remake? That was last year too, wasn't it? Beginning part of this year.
I played some of
Okay.
it. I
Well,
played
that
some
was
of it.
fun, and they actually had DLC that wasn't really expensive, so it was like $10 for the
Mm-hmm.
Ava Wong, which was a fantastic type. I never played it on the original Resident Evil 4, but yeah, I had a great time with that game. Resident Evil was another good highlight for us for the year, and Final Fantasy. You not in Final
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy games like me, but that Final Fantasy 16, awesome game. I recommend anybody that like Final Fantasy to play that jump. Had a great time, great story. The battles were really truly epic. So
Tess,
yes, I really enjoyed playing that.
Tess said make sticky notes. Put sticky notes on
Got a ton of digital
them.
games.
Oh man, it's just confused. I mean, Ty and Roster, what games are y'all playing that you played last year? Just on, we're talking on the Facebook side for the people that's looking on YouTube. I want y'all to both put in the chat the game that you were so excited about in 2023 that you are
Okay.
currently playing right now. I'm waiting on them to respond.
Yeah,
Russell
what is it?
Marriage. Hey man, it's just yo man. It's, I
Really
don't.
can't think of
I can't. I'm waiting for him to respond. Ty, tell me what game that you played last year that you are currently playing now on any platform, whether it be Nintendo, computer, PlayStation, or Xbox. I'm excited for it. I finished and played. Division Two.
now. Okay. Did it actually come up last year?
I don't think Division Two came out last year. No.
That's like 2 years ago.
Hey,
But you can't really name nothing that came out this past year that you're playing right now.
man. See, that's my point. He's playing Division Two, which was a PlayStation 4 game.
Yep.
Now the PlayStation 5. How long have we had these systems? We've all had these. Well, Todd just got his. Congratulations, brother. But Mike and I have had these game systems. Well, I
It came out
day one.
2020, right? Yeah, 3 years is going on 4 years this year. Three
So
years 'cause it came out 2020.
so 2020
Hmm.
is now 2024, and I'm
Yep.
I'm telling all of you, YouTube and Facebook, that the most played game that I have is Moon Patrol. There is a problem, and this is coming from a person I love gaming. I
Hmm.
love gaming.
Maybe. Yep.
I I mean I'll play anything. You know, I'll play tic tac toe if you want. I love games. You know what I'm saying? That is just my hardcore thing to do. You know, games and motorcycles. Those are my two favorite things. But a person that has this stuff and you're still playing Moon Patrol, and I know there's other people out there that's probably like me. Um, oh, you say it's been out a while now. Yeah, well, I figured that the Mario games. I mean, the Mario game was good, but then it didn't win anything, did it? At that Game Awards, that was.
Actually, it did win something. Mario game was that? That was Come on, help me out. Which Mario game was that? The last Mario game that just came out. No, the one before that. It won. It won something.
Hmm.
That was a Mario. That was a Mario. God, I had. Well, I had that game after I finished beat it. I sold it to GameStop while I could still get some money for it.
Hmm. Um, what was the name of
Damn,
that game? Oh, Wonder.
yeah,
Yeah,
Wonder.
Ty said Wonder.
Yeah, yeah, that was a fun game. It was a good family type of game, so that was great in that aspect of it. I did enjoy playing it, but once I beat it, I was like, okay, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Spider Man. Yes, I'm the person that traded Spider Man back in. So I was done with it because they're not coming out with no DLC soon. If need be, I'll get it again later on when they come out with DLC. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's how I looked at it as. Yeah.
and to me uh with the Spider-Man too
Mhm.
is when you go look at the map, it's ginormous,
Mhm.
and then some of that stuff is not even accessible.
Correct. So they got to be coming out with DLC.
Why? Well, look at Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man. See how big that map was, and half of that world wasn't able to be explored.
Yep, that's true. Things make you go,
So,
hmm.
like the only thing that I'm honestly looking forward for is
Hmm.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yep.
There's no other game, and I gotta wait another year for that. And by that time, I think the PlayStation, what is it, 5 now, 4 or what the hell? PlayStation 6
Yeah.
will be out.
Which
PlayStation,
one?
the
For
PlayStation
what? Grant?
for Grand Theft Auto 6. I think, or they would have to do a pro version of the PlayStation 5. And if they want to keep that type of
Well,
graphics that they have,
mm,
I don't think it's going to work on the PlayStation. I
all
really
right.
don't.
So rumor mill is PlayStation. What's that? 6 or whatever is supposed to come out, and I think they said 2028. Okay.
Mm.
Xbox is trying to come up with their system out first, 2026.
Oh,
The
okay.
next, their next console system. So they already started working on it. As far as for this stuff, but yeah, they're trying to beat PlayStation to the punch because all these past years, PlayStation's been winning, 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 bro. Xbox is late to the party, but we'll see what it has endured, and we'll keep you posted.
And I guarantee you it's going to be the Xbox Series X2. You know what I'm saying? And like, man, just
It's gonna be a crazy name, Series X squared or something like
and
that.
and Christmas time come, grandkids gonna be cursing out their grandparents again. Like, damn, you fucked up last
Grandma.
year. You got me this. You come home with this damn Xbox 360, and, and everybody got the Series X. Grandma, what the hell is you doing? And you can't
I found
return
this. Look, look. They say, "Oh, I found that with no problem."
it. She went in there Black Friday, everybody grabbing toasters, and she just see all these Xbox 360 just lying there. Now, how come ain't nobody taking them? I'll get two. You know what I'm saying? The grandson and the granddaughter. And they opened it up, and I know they were so damn disappointed. They just
Oh,
started crying.
oh man, that's funny. All right, Fred.
But
Oh
yeah,
boy,
yeah, y'all. Um, well, our first show of 2024, man. Um,
the book.
I just like to, first of all, I like to thank Ty and Rosta and also Edward Lilly for sending Christmas card. He does it every year, man. I really want to do something special for him. Um,
Right.
we're gonna think about something, Ed, and we're gonna. I think you have my number, Ed. You have my number. Either reach out to me, either Facebook or call me. I'll send
Mm.
you my number. I'll send you my number so you can get in contact with me, man. But uh, it's a lot of stuff. Now I know, to be honest, every year we was like we're going to try to do this, but it's just really hard to try to, maintain a lot of stuff that we're doing because life comes first before this show because I gotta pay the bills. I can't. We can't do this show by candlelight. You know what I'm saying? So
We definitely can.
these bills
We
gotta
definitely can.
get paid. These bills
Yes,
gotta get
sir.
paid. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that we want to get accomplished, but I'm not even going to promise anything this year. I'm just saying when it does come out,
We'll let you know.
we'll let you know about it. The one thing I can tell you that it's in the works for a
Mm-hmm.
brick and mortar um, competition, right? It's going to be a family free competition. Well, not so much because kids can't come inside of this place. Um, but we got some stuff coming up, and I know I promised the cartoons, and we started off with that. We did
Mm-hmm.
the one episode. I think people took
So
a liking to it.
we're still working on it. We're still
Yeah,
working on it, yo.
it's still work in progress. Like I said, life has to come first, and I got to be honest with y'all. Life has to come first because these bills need to be paid. The lights need to be on to continue to bring you this content, and we just appreciate everybody for watching the show. Um,
Definitely.
you know, Tide, Rasta, Chimmy, Bird, um, Stan, Ass sometimes.
Oh man,
uh,
all those that, like participate and everything like that, man, and just come and just break bread with us, man. So we give you this entertainment. Like we always say, we're not sponsored by nobody. This is all us doing the thing, bringing you guys entertainment, letting people know how we think off of that. We're not influenced by anybody. This is our own opinions and stuff like that. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate you guys chiming in, and we like having these conversations about that stuff because I think nobody really breaks it down like we do, as far as giving our honest opinions without any type of influence. You know what I'm saying? So that's real important with everything going on. You know what I'm saying? You like somebody to actually speak honestly to you and not trying to bullcrap you one way or another. So that's what we try to do here at the Gamer Show, man. We keep it honest and open. You got Fred Wide with his wonderful horror stories and everything that goes on with him. And, what I'm saying, we just like bringing that entertainment and fun, man, because, yeah, we real people too. And the stuff we go through and, like, unite gamers and stuff like that with life issues and have fun while we doing it. So that's what we're here for.
and I'm not trying to crap on anybody else's YouTube channel or anything
Hear
like
that.
that because there are a lot of fantastic YouTubers out here that you can go watch. Besides us, you know. But I think out of all the YouTubers I've seen, I think that this channel keeps it more realer than anything else. We're not
Mm-hmm.
sugarcoated. We don't sugarcoat something. We don't try to appease people. If we're gonna give it to you straight with no chaser. We're gonna tell you how it TIZ, right? If it hurts your feelings, you know what I mean. But I think that we keep it a buck, no matter what. As far as game reviews, when we're talking, Mike gives his opinion, I give my opinion. This show is never scripted unless like we're joking around. We actually plan something. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, this series has never been scripted, never, and we have
Mm-hmm.
never uh, been persuaded to make things in good light, even when it's not. If it's some shit, we gonna tell you some shit. That bottom line. Just don't fuck with it.
That's true.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think we keep it real. Just this year, I just hope that um, just we grow. I think we
Mm-hmm.
one member short from being a thousand subscribers. I think we had 999, ain't we?
I gotta check it out, brother. Let me go on the YouTube side. I know we're real close. If we ain't at that yet,
Yeah,
but,
I think we're close.
but just keep on telling everybody about the Gamer Show and what we do here. Like we always say, appreciate that, man. Hit that notification bell. Hey, man, and have a chance to win. I know Timmy Chung like, God damn, I win again. Nah, I don't think he's like that. I think he appreciate it. He's like, yeah. He said, I never got to buy the games ever. But
Yeah,
so, uh, but
and
but but yeah. When we do this stuff, we do it because we like to give stuff away and everything like that. And with the popularity of the show and everything rise, we'd be able to do more and more stuff for you guys and everything. So.
and if you don't believe us when we tell y'all, and I know we're about to go, but let me tell y'all this. When we did that Mortal Kombat tournament, everybody that participated, because it was only like six and it was one sub. So
Mhm.
I think I shipped out like 7 or 8 games or something like that. I forgot what it was. But everybody got a copy of that game just for participating. And a lot of people watch this channel and they say, "Oh man, they full of shit. They not gonna send no damn. That game just came out." I did no. Ask some of the people. I think maybe did Ty win? Did
Who?
Ty did Ty did Ty
Yeah, Ty won.
participate?
Ty won something too. Yeah,
Did he
Ty
did
won.
he win a Mortal Kombat thing?
I don't know if he won Mortal Kombat. Hey, Ty, did you win the Mortal Kombat?
No, I don't think he did Mortal Kombat. I don't think he participated.
We
No,
need
yes he
11 more.
did. Yes he did. Yes he did because he was out of town. He was like, "I'll come pick it up when I come back." I missed the event, but
Hey, Fred, we need 11 more.
oh, 11 more.
Hmm. Yep.
Oh no, he won the Spider-Man 2. He won the Spider-Man 2.
Oh, did
Yeah, he said Spider-Man 2. And that game had just came out that week or something like, right?
he? Oh, did. Yep.
So we don't give people old shit like we give people when the week that it comes out. I mean, it has to be mailed to you. And again, let me. If you're not a local DMV resident, you have to pay for your shipping, right? So whatever it costs me to ship you this prize that you want, you just have to reimburse me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You're getting something a hell of a deal for like $4 and plus whatever you spent on the raffle ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like $4 or $5 it costs that to ship it out. And a lot of people can and lay testament to what we do here at the Gaming Show. And we're a small channel that does not get sponsored. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if anybody out there want to sponsor the Gaming Show, let us know. You know what I'm saying? I'm,
Never.
I man, I'm trying to get to that point one day where I ain't gotta clock in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta start my car at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get to that point one day. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
All
Uh,
right. So 11 more people. Come on. Let's make it happen. And we can keep on rising, bro, and keep on doing this thing. So, like always, man, thanks for tuning in, man. Hit that bell notification when we drop videos like these. Tell people about what we do here at the Gamer Show. Thanks for watching it. Thanks for listening.
all right, and please remember to subscribe to all our social media networks. And we'll see you next time on WWTF,
We want the facts.
the Gamer Show.
Next time, keep on watching as always. Thanks for tuning in. Peace,
Thank,
y'all.
thank
Take
you, y'all.